Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody guys in the second daily video. Let's take a look as usual on the gold market. Well guys, the gold market that we have discussed in our weekly research, we mostly have come to a point that we have the bullish view on the gold market in the medium-term perspective, but before taking long position, market probably would show some retracement down, and for that purpose the pattern that have been broken up will be the crucial. So if we'll take a look on the daily chart, we have the pennant, and the pennant usually the bullish continuation pattern. But if market shows some retracement down back to the shape of this pattern, it should not return back inside of it. That will be very important in the nearest term. So in general, the current background, sentimental background on the gold market is supportive because right now analysis and market starts to talk on some political instability in Europe. So the elections in Germany is coming in September. Yesterday, a former Prime Minister in Italy, Mario Renzi, has come with the statement that maybe it makes sense to change the period of the election in Italy and match it to the German elections and move them to the September. That will be a bit early for the Italy. Also, the G7 meeting also hasn't brought any breakouts, really, no breakthroughs in discussion of the political stability and discussion of the financial stability on the markets. All this stuff is mostly supporting for the gold market, and we have the bullish view on the gold market. But as we said on our previous discussion, to take the position, we need to some retracement. And if retracement will start, we will be watching for retesting of the line of this broken pennant. That will be important in the current situation, because we know that in June will come the Fed statement when investors expect the rate hiking. Also, at the end of the week, we will have the non-farm payrolls. This will be very important statistics that also could make an impact on the gold market. Currently, as you can see, after breakout market, it's already has broken for the 618 resistance, but right now it's calling around the monthly pivot point. That's why market still keeps chance on the minor bounce here. So if you'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, there are two lines that we are watching here. First one is, as you can see, market has formed the bearish divergence with the MACD indicator right around the monthly pivot resistance. Second, here you could see clearly, you could see the shape of the triangle that has been broken, that we have talked and traded last week. And the border of this triangle, we also expect that market could retest. So this retracement is also possible because actual market here is forming the butterfly pattern. You know that butterfly is a reversal pattern. Maybe it will not lead to the drastic reversal, but it could trigger some meaningful retracement. Particularly due to this butterfly, we have made an idea that we need to wait some retracement and watch for taking position on some dip that could happen. Here, guys, you could see my trading order for this butterfly that's already standing here for the probably 3 sessions. As market still going around. Actually, there are maybe many questions could appear around this trading, because you could ask why the stop order is equal to the profit, and why you're taking the long on the gold and short on the Japanese yen, because they are mostly both the safe haven. But what the sense of taking the position? Mostly, guys, the difference in the time frame. So on the Japanese yen, I have the position in trading the weekly bearish grabber, but on the gold market, I'm trading the hourly butterfly. That's all. So this is short term because, as I said, we have the bullish fee, but this is mostly the scalp trade based on the particular pattern. So actually, I'm trading this pattern not in relation to major context, major view on the market, but I trade this pattern isolated. So I have the butterfly and I'm trading. That's why my this trade is very short term. But I'm not sure that you should join me with this trading, because this butterfly is a bit tricky, guys. Mostly because you could see the acceleration here in the slope of the butterfly. This rising candle here, and also on the hourly chart you can see such the accelerations. This, it could mean that market really could continue move to the 1618. But if you're familiar with the major framework of the trading of the butterflies, you should know that when you trade 127 butterfly, your stop should be anyway above the 1618 target, because both of them will keep the scenario of the butterfly trading valid. That's why this was I intendedly taking the position here, mostly due to some resistance of the pivot resistance, also because I saw the divergence and maybe this setup could work. This is really very short-term setup, and profit stands right at the 3-8 retracement. So usually when the market shows no respect to the 127 and come into the 1618, traders usually take another position here and dealing with the same setup. So returning back here, you could close the first position with the break-even and grab the profit on the second one, or you could move on this stop loss on the second one to the break-even and just watch what will happen. This market will start to move down and breaking this area down. So this is really very flexible process of the trading of the butterfly that provides a lot of possibilities with no really big problems, but it needs some assistance. So if you will repeat my trade and I will not be in it near you and can't help you to manage your position, that's really could be a bit painful. So that's why if you still would like to trade this bottom, it's better to wait for the 1618 area. This could be a hit, and only after that thinking about the taking position. So I will try to adjust this trading setup in our daily videos, so maybe it will help you somehow with the dealing with this butterfly. But right now, just existence of the divergence and market stands at some resistance makes me think that really some trade could be completed, and I'm just keeping the position. So, but I have the reserve plan if market will really continue to the 1618. That's why all steps right now have been foreseen here in this trade, and I know approximately the result I will get depending, despite on what scenario will happen, either trading from this level or market will continue to 1618. So that is the fully planned trading of this patient right now. So that's been said, on the gold market, as I said, we're mostly waiting for completion of this butterfly in some respects, some retracement that should let us to take position on this dip on the long side of the market. At the same time, I hope that by this retracement we will get the clarity on the sentiment of the market. If it will be able to hold above this pennant on the daily chart, above this triangle, this will confirm that market sentiment is bullish and is ready to continue move higher. If not, if market will break it down and return back in the consolidation, it means that on the daily chart we could get deeper retracement here. So let's keep watching.